What's up, guys? It's Rob. Lackeys be trippin'. I'm here with our Outlaw. This is one of our two RVs, and I'm getting ready to run down to Oklahoma City. But today, I'm going to make you a 5-minute how-to video on these guys. These door handles. If your RV is equipped with these, eventually that's going to happen. This sucks. I'm actually just getting ready to roll the cord up, and I was going to hit the road, but can't do that now. So instead, I'm going to make you a video how to get into your door handle when this happens, and then how to fix it. You don't need to replace it most of the time. Okay, so we're going to start with a relatively small drill bit. I used a 3/16, you could go even smaller. We're going to drill them out to 1/4 inch later. But I wanted to show you this handle first. I had to drill holes in this to open it a couple years ago, and I have 4 holes here because I didn't know what I was doing. You only need 2, but really possibly 3. You see that small hole down low? And you can see the mechanism moving behind it? That's the actual sliding striker piece. I'm going to use technical terms in this video, as I always do. The slidey striker piece, you may need to drill that 3rd hole and press on directly. But first, we're going to drill 2 holes and see if we can rotate the pivoting striker mechanism to open this door. Because this is really the way that I have opened it in both cases without needing that last hole. But anyway, you're going to drill 1 hole below this tab and 1 hole above it, slightly behind. You can see here my positioning, and you see those shiny bits behind, those indentions. Those are the actual twisty mechanism that I've run into with the drill bit, so that's great. Now we're going to take a 1/4 inch drill bit and wallow these holes out bigger, and then we're going to get a nice stout sturdy tool. I've got a flathead screwdriver here. I had some Allen wrenches and stuff like that, some awls, and you're going to pull on the bottom and push on the top. So you're trying to twist the mechanism in there. So you push on the top, pull on the bottom, and rotate. Jiggle the handle, jiggle the door back and forth, press on the door to take the pressure off of the sliding striker piece, and eventually it should pop open. If it doesn't, drill that 3rd hole down at the base of that triangle thing and push back on the slider directly. Once you get it open, take the 4 screws out of the back of the latch and rotate it out like yay. Immediately, you're probably going to see this. This X piece with the screw in it that has the kind of the knob, it should not be tilted like that, and it shouldn't be on top of that tab. It should all be flush and flat. It should look like this. You see, this is how this mechanism should look, but instead, the X piece has loosened, the screw has loosened, and it jumped over the tab. The knob is over the tab. So we took it apart, I tightened the screw back down, and now this is going to be what it should do. When you pull the handle, it should pull back. You see it pulls the slider, the striker slider back, but now a spring should push it back into position, and that's not happening. It's all binding up. So now we have a different problem. If I open it, then it gets stuck open, because when I tighten that screw down, it binds the sliding striker piece. So I took it in the shop, took it apart, cleaned it, and I lubricated everything. I used this dry lube first, this PTFE spray, and then I used some machine oil. It's on the whole mechanism, and I got it to where I thought it was pretty loose. But every time I tightened that pivot screw down, we'd get back into a binding situation. And I knew if I wanted to leave that screw loose and let this thing work, the screw was just going to loosen up again, and I'd be in the same boat. Okay, quick timeout. If you have these door latches, one of 2 things either has happened to you already or it will. The door will get stuck closed, like what happened here, and you have to drill holes and open the mechanism, or the door will get stuck open because the striker mechanism will not pop back out and catch the door. It'll get stuck. Now, once I put this all together, even cleaned, lubricated, and refreshed, the mechanism was still sticking. If I tightened the screw down all the way, it would just sandwich the striker down. If I loosened the screw, everything would move around and it was fine. So the problem with leaving that screw loose is obviously it's going to come loose again and further, and then it's going to jump back over and your door is going to get stuck closed. So I wanted to be able to space that up, tighten the screw down, and have a mechanism that worked freely but still had a tight screw. This is what I did. Big brain. Let's go. Okay, so I jumped in the Jeep and I went over to the hardware store. I had a plan in mind, and what I found was perfect. I found these nylon washers. They were exactly the size and thickness that I wanted, and this is the specs. You're going to want to write that down, go to your hardware store, take the screw out of the pivot mechanism, and this is where you want to put that piece. Okay, so I have the handle out. Obviously, I've got it here in the workshop, and I wanted to show you this thing was really binding no matter what I did. So we put this nylon spacer underneath. You can see it there. And now I'm going to tighten it down, see what happens. I've got this thing cinched down pretty good. Okay, so before this plate was flat against the mechanism there, and now you can see the gap under it, and that's allowing it to move. So Less binding now. We've got new hardware on there, which I didn't necessarily need, but I wanted to just grab that while I was at the hardware store. So that little nylon washer under there makes a world of difference. I'm going to put this on all my handles now. I've got a bunch of these washers, and I'm going to do this.
Why don't you just give each one of them a shot?
Well, as you may know, I like to keep these how-to videos under 5 minutes, and today we went a little bit over, but had I not had to run to the hardware store and get those nylon washers and give you that awesome life hack for these latches, we would have been well under 5 minutes. So I think we call it a wash on this one for your extra 20 or 30 seconds of time. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like the video if it was helpful, and if you found any additional tips that maybe your fellow RVers would appreciate while you were doing this repair, please put it in the comments, because I'm not the end-all say-all. I'm not a trained expert on these things. I just have figured a lot of stuff out on the side of the road when my stuff breaks, as RVers do. So put in the comments any other tips that you have. And lastly, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. We've got some great content here and a lot of upcoming content that I think you'll really appreciate. Lots of how-to videos, some product reviews, and many misadventures that we have had over the last 5 years as full-time RVers. So thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.